Okay, we should be good.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. As Andrea said, my name is Julie Maddox. I'm the Assistant Director in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. We call it CLASS, Academic Advising Center. I work with some amazing advisors. We have Brian Eichenhout, Danny Lauer, Alexis Shavy, Holly Lorenz, Linda Raynard, and Alexis Gunn on our team. So we all work with pre-med, pre-pharmacy, pre-podiatry, pre-dental, pre-chiropractic, pre-vet, and pre-optometry. So what I like to say is that we work with all the programs that Grand Valley does not have. So we don't have a med school. We don't have a dental school. I'll explain that a little bit more once we get to another slide here. We do have another advising center that works with all of our health professions programs that Grand Valley does have. But we definitely work with pre-students in these areas. Today I'm going to be presenting for about half an hour, and then I'll leave time at the end for any questions that you might have. So if you think of questions along the way, feel free to put those in the chat, and I'll probably answer those at the very end. So we'll be going over pre-professional advising at Grand Valley, how to prepare, a little bit about professional school admissions and our special agreements we have with different schools. And then some resources we offer at Grand Valley, and then have time for Q&A. Excuse me. Just grabbing a cough drop. My apologies. Of course, I've been talking all day and I start to get a tickle in my throat right now. All right, so at Grand Valley, when students come through orientation and they declare a major or they declare exploratory study, right off the bat, they're assigned to a professional advisor as well as faculty advisor if it's in the College of Liberal Arts. I'm what's considered a professional advisor. So day one, students have an advisor that they can meet with. They'll be required to meet with them in their first year. And we're here as a source of help. I always say if you don't know where to go, you come to an advisor because we either help you with whatever issue you're experiencing or we can get you to the right person. What I do primarily is help students with their academic plans, help them determine, how long it's going to graduate, right order classes in, look at course load, GPA. We're here to make sure they're successful. And so there are advising centers available for every college at GVSU. I work in the Liberal Arts and Sciences, but we have one for engineering, one for business, nursing, College of Health Professions. And so you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen what we advise for in the Liberal Arts. And the College of Health Professions advises for the programs that Grand Valley does have, like our PA, PT, OT, speech language pathology, things like that. So we cover their advising, but that's how we break up the health professions advising at GVSU. So our advising center is located on the Allendale campus. We're in a hall, which is one of the largest buildings on campus. We're in room 120 and 140. So 2 office suites, and that's our this is our website. Definitely encourage you all to check this. We have lots of great resources for students. I'll tell you a little bit about this at our last visit to Michigan State's College of Human Medicine. They have a lovely rooftop terrace downtown Grand Rapids, and you guys team photo there. So we have websites for getting healthcare volunteering and experience, and research experience, shadowing opportunities locally. We have a committee letter at Grand Valley, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And insurance programs with 4 different med schools across Michigan. And we have another early admission agreement with our 5th one, Western Michigan. And we offer a page for test prep resources. So we help students, find resources to prepare for those exams they need to take for admission online. So check out the link. You can also put that in the chat for you. You can bookmark that if you'd like. And we get advisors for students, and we coordinate workshops throughout the year. So we coordinate outreach to students. So they know where to find us, how to make appointments with us. We advise organizations. So for instance, I advise the Pre-Med Club. Pre-Med Club meets every other Wednesday night. They're meeting on Zoom tonight to talk about doing a gap year before med school. I did an education there the other week. So we work closely with our student organizations so that they know who we are and how we can help. Professional school support, we do offer a committee letter at Grand Valley, which is a committee of faculty who reviews our medical and dental school applicants. And they write a synopsis of the applicant that is attached to their letters of rec when they apply to medical and dental school. So it's a nice service that we provide for students. We also do personal statement review and application support so that students can get our opinion and our thoughts on their personal statement. We want to make sure that they're very well written and they're presenting themselves well on their applications. We do a health professional and graduate school fair in March of each year. We bring different reps to campus from across the country, from different graduate schools and professional schools. And we also, along with the Career Center, offer interview prep for professional school interviews. A lot of schools are offering or requiring a multiple mini interview format where students will go and have many interviews throughout their day where they're responding to different ethical dilemmas or a difficult situation. It's a really interesting style of interviewing that the professional schools have been doing for a few years now. So we offer some practice that. So our goal from day one when students meet with us is we want to let them know about the holistic admissions process for professional schools. So when you apply to medical school, when you apply to dental school, you probably already know that it's pretty competitive for GPA. So they're going to be looking at your metrics. They're going to be looking at the GPA, the MCAT or DAT score. But the metrics are there, kind of like a three-legged stool. Things aren't. The stool is going to topple over. Like an applicant might not be admitted if they don't have all three. It's really about balance. So we work a lot with students on finding experiences, clinical experiences. We have a scribe academy at GVSU that trains our students to be medical scribes. They work in the emergency health clinics. Attributes. The way that professional schools assess that is first through letters of recommendation. One of the great benefits to attending GVSU is the smaller class sizes. It's really offers a great opportunity for students to get to know their faculty. Many of our pre-professional students are doing research with their faculty members on campus. So it's been good enough to come to where the professors really know the students and can write great letters of recommendation. So in general, these would be classes students would need to complete while they're at Grand Valley prior to attending professional school, and a lot of times prior to taking the exam to get into professional school. So you're going to see a lot of science courses there. If you're in high school or taking classes at a community college, you want to be taking science course, math to prepare you for the higher level courses you'll be taking in college or at Grand Valley. So in general, students typically need a general biology class or two, a microbiology class, a year of general chem, a year of organic chem, biochemistry typically, physics 1 and 2, so a year of physics. So a lot of times students will come in with like a survey of organic chem. It's only a 1 semester course and many professional programs won't accept that. However, for our College of Health Professions programs like PA, PT, they typically will accept those more survey related courses. Also, the professional schools like to see well-rounded psychology, sociology. These are health professions, very people-focused. You need to learn about people and behavior and social systems. That's all going to help in the future in this field. Anatomy and physiology, learning about the human body and how it works. At Grand Valley, we do have a cadaver lab that students are able to, on a 300 level cadaver lab where they're able to, see cadavers, identify parts of the body. Also, we have a higher level course where students are able to do dissections. So if that's of interest to students, they do have that opportunity at Grand Valley. So GPA is calculated by looking at the overall GPA. They also really look at the last 60 credits, the last 2 years. They like to see upward trends in GPA. Again, this is when you get to college. They look at your overall in science. We work with students on understanding how GPA is calculated because repeats do count in the GPA. Also understanding what's a strong GPA for professional school. It really varies. So for a med school, it might be more around a 3.6, 3.7. That's like around 3.5. Pharmacy might be around a 3.1. So it really kind of varies depending on the programs, but we work with students to understand how competitive their GPA is and ways to improve if they need to. We do offer free tutoring in all of our 100 level courses and our 200 levels as well. We have a walk-in tutoring center for chemistry, biology, so lots of free resources here at GVSU. So for AP and dual enrollment, you can click that link or check out that link if you'd like to see how Grand Valley accepts AP credit. Pharmacy schools have some rules about AP credit, but other schools, like usually med schools and dental schools, are pretty accepting of AP credit because you're taking them higher level courses, the lower ones you get for AP. So really, it's fine to bring in AP credit and encourage. It definitely helps if you can take AP courses. It really helps you get ready for those higher level courses you'll take in college. If you are in dual enrollment classes or if you're transferring to Grand Valley, just know that those classes will count in your GPA when you apply to professional school. So keep those grades up. Even though you're technically Grand Valley will start your GPA over, med schools will go back and calculate those grades back in. All right, so I showed you on our website earlier that we do have a care experience guide and a shadowing list of local physicians. These are the different types of experiences that we help students build throughout their time here. So the clinical shadowing and community service tend to be the top two that professional schools look for, kind of the must-haves. And then depending on the school, research may also be a must-have if it's a research-heavy institution. So these are just some of the different experiences that you could be you will be hopefully getting at Grand Valley with students finding these experiences. We do have a great study abroad program at GVSU as well. It's ranked in the top like 5 or 10 of the nation a few years back. And thankfully study abroad is coming back since post-pandemic. So that's another great opportunity. We have some programs where you're able to do some like shadowing in hospitals and things like that. So definitely something to look into if you're interested in that. We also have a research scholarship that helps students find research opportunities on campus. That's another great thing we offer. So for the personal attributes, that's that third leg of the stool. We were talking about that three-legged stool. These are the unique parts of someone's identity and personality that will make them a great fit for the profession. So just a few things to look for: compassion, respect, empathy. So you have students about thinking about these things as they're working on their experiences. To get experience with people who are different from them, where they can learn about diverse cultures and people from different backgrounds to really develop that compassion, social responsibility. These are just some of the clubs we offer at GVSU. So Valley has a huge organization, tons of student organizations at GVSU. So I think there's over 400 student orgs at Grand Valley. Everything from the pre-professional clubs like you see on the screen to, I think there's a Pokemon club. But we have service-oriented clubs as well, like hunger and homelessness, alternative spring breaks. We have students working for like Habitat for Humanity. So I always encourage students to maybe think about doing a service-related organization their first year, as well as their pre-professional organization. But these are just great ways to get to know other students who have similar goals as you do, and really get to learn about the field. If you want to check out our student organizations right now, you can just Google LakerLink GVSU, and you can log in and see the different clubs that we offer at GVSU. Also, we have a and winter semester where students can walk around and find clubs they're interested in and sign up. I kind of talked a little bit about our events that we have done in the past. The suture clinic has come and gone a little bit since COVID, but we're hoping to bring it back next semester. We have students from the Michigan State College of Human Medicine. They're right in Grand Rapids, so they're just down the street from us, and they like to come and do a suture clinic where they bring in pig's feet and practice different sutures. So a fun event for our students, not so much for the pigs, but have fun use brand techniques. Our health professional and graduate school fair, I already mentioned, is typically in March each year. We bring schools to campus so students can talk with the reps. A lot of the clubs will go and visit different schools. That picture is from when I took a group of students to the Marquette School of Dentistry in Wisconsin a few years back. And our mock interviews. That was a picture we took at the end of our mock interview days. So I want to talk a little bit about our early assurance programs. Grand Valley has agreements with Michigan State College of Human Medicine, Michigan State Osteopathic Medicine, Wayne State School of Medicine, and Central Michigan College of Medicine. So those 4 medical schools, we have early assurance agreements with them. So what that means is that students apply to one or more of these programs. It's about 1.5 years prior to when they want to start med school. Normally, the application cycle opens in June each year for medical school, but this program opens and is due in February. So it opens in December, is due in February. And so students get like an early chance of being admitted before June. And we usually have around 20 to 30 students applying early assurance, and around half of them, 50 to 60 of them are admitted. So pretty good chances when you look at national statistics, it's about 40% and you're applying against thousands of applicants. So definitely a good chance there. And we work really closely with students too to help them self-assess to see if they're prepared to apply to these programs. We also have a preferred relationship with Western, and that means I like to call it students get IP status through the application. So when they go to apply, they get pushed through earlier in the cycle, invited to interview earlier, and get a decision earlier, which is nice. That goes through regular cycle, and then they all have an earlier decision program that runs the same time as our early assurance programs. If we have pharmacy students here, we also have agreements with the pharmacy schools, Ferris State and U of M, 2 of the 3 pharmacy schools in Michigan. So with Ferris, we have a mentoring program where students can sign up to have a mentor from I think year 1 or year 2 Ferris pharmacy students. And we also have a guaranteed early admissions program for juniors and seniors. They can apply early in the cycle and have an answer early on from Ferris. We also have a preferred admission program with U of M. That's something you can apply for before you even start at Grand Valley. If you have questions, please connect with Alexis. That's how you pronounce her last name. She would be the one to answer any questions on that program. There's an application that she'll send out to anybody who indicates pre-pharmacy on their GVSU application. All right, and I do have a link to our fact sheets with information. So link, which I can copy to the chat. Oops. Sorry about that. This is a direct link to some fact sheets on different schools. Statistics. Let's see here. Here's a link to this page. I'll do the medical school placement statistics, for instance. This shows you a list of schools that our students from Grand Valley have been admitted to. So you see, common are going to be schools in Michigan, business, technology, and medicine. This is over the last 10 years. How many students have been admitted to these different schools from Grand Valley? You'll see we have people being admitted to Johns Hopkins, Melissa, and Cornell, some pretty prestigious schools. So we're proud of that, but we're equally as proud of students getting into our home state schools as well. So we need people from Michigan. So you see that up here. This is just every year for us, but we have 60% of our students with a 3.4 and higher be admitted to med school in 2020. Over the last 10 years, we're a little closer to 70%. So if students, follow the plan, they're getting experience, they're getting the grades, they're having a good chance of being admitted. So we're pretty proud of that number, especially like I said earlier, the national statistics tend to be closer to like 40 to 50%. All right, so again, here's our advising team. If you think of any questions after today, my email address is juliemaddox@gsu.edu, and again, there's a link to our website. Just to answer any questions that you have, and we have time for questions right now.
Julie, I believe a question that a student had around the dual enrollment classes. So in the chat it says, professional schools look at dual enrollment and go back and look at that, but do they also look at high school or classes from high school?
Typically, professional schools are not looking at your high school GPA, but they are looking at dual enrollment. So if you're taking dual enrollment classes, when you apply to GVSU, you'll have to send your transcript from that college or university where you were dual enrolled. That's the same thing as when you apply to professional school. They are going to ask for your college transcripts from every school attended. So the college courses that appear on your college transcript do count in your GPA for med school.